Are you not a naturally outgoing person? Do you ever find that you don't really relish social situations? People don't typically describe you as having the gift of gab. You know what? It's okay. Being an introvert can actually be a huge advantage in sales. In fact, a lot of the top performers in sales are actually introverts at heart. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 9 sales tips for introverts to help you beat those extroverts. Check it out. Number 1, know that extroverts have a massive weakness. This is so important. You as an introvert have a huge advantage over extroverts because extroverts naturally want to talk. So they're focused not on what the prospect is saying, but on what they're going to say next. They're focused on themselves. They're inwardly focused as opposed to outwardly focused. So know that extroverts who might be really strong when they're at a networking event and they can just pound the flesh and they're so comfortable, recognize that they actually have a massive disadvantage when it comes to one-on-one selling. And you as an introvert, because you're focused on the prospect, actually have a huge advantage. Number 2, engage your prospects early. This is a really key distinction. As a natural introvert, it's easier for you to engage prospects in conversations where it's not focused on what you're saying, but actually by getting them talking. Use that natural inclination to get the prospect talking. Engage your prospects so that way they're doing more of the talking and you're doing more of the listening. Use your natural ability to really listen to get them going. Number 3, use your intuition to ask questions. Now this all goes back to when you were a little kid. As an introvert, if you were stuck in a room with someone else, rather than having a million things to just say to that stranger, like maybe your typical extrovert, the introvert had only really one way to keep it from getting really awkward, which was to ask questions. And so as your introverted self, you are much better at really listening to what your prospect is saying and actually asking them questions. This means keying off what your prospect says and ask questions to go deeper, to really keep your prospect focused on themselves, which is, by the way, all they really care about anyways. So use that natural intuition that you have to really get your prospect talking. Number 4, really listen to what they say. Again, this builds off of what we've already talked about. But as an introvert, you're naturally going to be a better listener because your entire life you've been listening. You weren't the one who was talking or was a motor mouth or saying a million things every second. Instead, you were listening. And as a result, you have built up a lot more skill when it comes to active listening. So use it. It's a really powerful tool. Listen closely to what your prospect is saying. When they say things that don't really make sense or sound like a vague term, ask about it. Dig deeper. Make sure you understand exactly what's going on using your active listening skills. Number 5, dig even deeper. So I already referenced this, but again, as an introvert, you have an ability to key off of what your prospect is saying and go even deeper. Let's say your prospect says some type of a vague term. They're like, oh yeah, things have been crazy these days with operations. The typical extrovert would say, oh, well, yeah, you know, things are crazy over here as well. And we've got all this going on, and they just go on to a detour. But the introvert listens to what the prospect says and goes even deeper. So the prospect says, oh yeah, things have been crazy over here operationally. The introvert says something like, tell me, what do you see going on right now? Or what's going on at this moment? And get the prospect to really talk, digging even deeper. Number 6, summarize what you've heard. As a natural introvert, you have the ability to really listen to what your prospects say. It's crazy. I can tell you so many salespeople that are extroverts, when it comes time to actually asking questions, they're not listening to their prospects. So by you listening to your prospects and then comprehending what they're saying, and then summarizing back to the prospect what you've heard so far, you are going to demonstrate a level of understanding that is unparalleled to this prospect. So summarize what you've heard. So let's say you're 20 minutes into the conversation, you've asked a bunch of questions, and now you can now summarize what you've heard and say, all right, George, so if I'm hearing you right, this is what I've heard you tell me so far. And then share that and say, is this correct? And the prospect, you're going to see them light up and they're going to be like, yes, that's exactly right. Or they might be, well, actually, that's not exactly right. Here's what I'm saying. And now you're going even deeper. Number 7, present only to their challenges. This is so important, and it's such a natural skill for introverts. You don't want to talk for 25, 45 minutes to an hour about your features or your benefits. Instead, you only want to focus on what's most important. So only present to the prospect's challenges, keeping your presentation on the shorter side. And most importantly, the only things that you present are based on the solutions to the challenges your prospect has already mentioned. This means that you're not going on tangents, you're not showing everything that you do. Instead, only present to their challenges. Number 8, keep your presentation short. As a natural introvert, your tendency is not to talk for an hour straight. And that's a huge advantage over the extroverts. Because the extroverts, when it's presentation time, they're so excited, they want to talk about everything. And as a result, the prospect is likely to get pretty damn bored. So keep your presentation really short. Be ruthless. Don't go in with a scalpel, go in with just a machete and cut out any wasted language in your presentation. Keep it as short as possible. And if you do a good job, what's going to happen is that your prospect will actually start asking you questions to help lead what they care most about. Number 9, leverage the skills that you have honed over a lifetime. I cannot emphasize enough the degree to which introverts have a massive advantage over extroverts. You have developed these natural skills to listen, to engage, to really focus on the individual across from you. That is what prospects want. They don't need this old school idea of this super extroverted salesperson who just has the gift of gab and has a story for every situation and is constantly telling jokes. Your prospects don't want that. In fact, those typically make some of the worst salespeople. Instead, leverage everything that you have learned over a lifetime to really listen to your prospects and use that to your advantage to beat those extroverts every single time. So there are 9 sales tips for introverts to beat those extroverts. And if you enjoyed this video, then I have an awesome free training on the data-driven approach to closing more sales in today's marketplace. Just click right here to get registered instantly. Seriously, just click right here. This is an in-depth training that will help you close more sales at higher prices, all while generating more meetings. Also, if you got some value, please like this video below on YouTube and be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking my face that should be right about here to get access to a new video just like this one each week.